Hello crafters. Today I'm going to be showing you most of my work that I've been training in for the past couple of months since my last video. You've already seen the video of me painting this guy. As you can see, here's a better sort of lighting to see him in. This is an Aarakocra rogue crow character for my players. This one was based off of the artwork that my friend sent me. Don't think you'll notice this, but actually sculpted in eyes into the head there. Line for the beak, feathers on the thing. Honestly, this is my favorite figure I've done so far, but it's not my best. Let me put this back here. Now, the first one I did after I got back to this was this Yon T for my friend. It's based off of a Sidewinder. And, yeah, I feel like this is where I started to really experiment and learn. The scales are actually done with a sort of chicken wire mesh that normally you use for the actual armature of larger sculptures. But I just took that, stretched it around, and then went back with my needle tool and etched it out. This is where I learned how to do hair better and faces. You can still tell there's a bit of work that needed to be done. Once again, this is a rogue. Got a satchel here. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, and overall, I really love how these came out. Then I have my character, which, I'm gonna have a bit of paper bag there, which is a dwarf paladin. As you can see here, this was my first attempt at doing armor. I would go back and do this again with the paint job better, but it works for me. Because it's my own figure, I don't really care as much. Again, use some fur textures there. Tried my hardest. I think the best thing that came out here was the helmet, personally, and this hammer. And then, let me just move these out of the way. This is what I got done just a few seconds ago. This is my first mega sculpt. This is a green Wyvern, and basically the way I went about this was a bunch of different metal scraps like this. This is how I did the spine. I just pulled a chunk that I didn't use for reference. Then I would bend wire around it to make the limbs and such. In fact, you can see like at the tips of the wing here, a bit of that wire that is poking out still. So yeah, the main things I did for this was started off with doing muscle structures, then scored in lines for like wrinkles, as you can see here. And then on top of that, I'll added a bit of like rolled up sculpty, this harder gray colored stuff that's really stiff, and that like softer gold that I mixed up myself. So yeah, the softer gold was used for details only. This is supposed to look more like a desert, like war-torn dragon. So I broke some parts on purpose, cut some of the wings and ripped them slightly here and here. Made it look a bit more tattered, but still strong. On the chest, you'll actually see I went and took the time to line some of these wounds. The wings, they're actually made of wax paper, and what I did was melted the wax straight onto the sculpty with a lighter. I wouldn't recommend you try that, though. I let my dad do that because I didn't know what to do. You can see the back here. I need to seal a few of these holes. the tail here, more of that lining. You can see some of the muscle structure I did on the back legs, which really was fun to do. I did the feet into the base due to not wanting it to be flimsy, and this is a big character, so it would have to support a lot. I can't just do what I did with, like, this man right here with the small feet. This guy could actually stand up before I put him on a base. But, I just wanted him impossible to knock over. I still have to get my dad to cut a cylinder out, or a circle for, this, base. But that'll be fun. So, yeah. That's what I've been up to. I've been sculpting a lot recently, and, yeah, I'm probably not going to stop anytime soon. Now, if there's any questions you would like to know, or things you would like to see, feel free to comment down below what you would like to see. I am willing to do most, if not all, submissions down below that I could for, like, how-tos. Heck, I'll even experiment. For example, finding out how to do wings without it, like, looking like this. This is how thick it would have had to be if it was, like, wings of clay. And even then, it would have been very fragile comparatively to, this. Plus, it would have taken up, like, a huge block of clay, and I'm not going to waste it. So yeah, other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm done. You know what? I'm going to give a close-up to this face sculpt like I did with the others. I didn't exactly do that. As you can see here, the face was the most difficult thing to do. Everything was hand sculpted and designed by me. The main thing here was getting this spiky teeth look at the front. What I did was, instead of like putting them on separately, was take a roll of clay, flatten it out, and cut out like a jagged pattern to get that sort of like fangy look. The eyes are just balls of clay put in there and flattened down so they'll stick. Then I took my needle tool and poked a hole. Oh yeah, this part actually broke off, but since this is a dragon and, you know, eventually someone's gonna have to wound it or hurt it, I decided leave it broken instead of wasting my time with redoing everything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time with more videos and how-tos. And stay tuned. Maybe I'll have more characters done. Also, feel free to challenge me, like I said earlier. I enjoy having mini missions. Just like with Marvel, here's a little after credits of me sculpting this beast. As you can see, I used gray sculpty, which was the firm kind, and added gold putty over top of it to actually create it. The putty's really soft too, which allows more detail, so thank you for watching.